Okay, it says it's live now, so you just let me know when it says I'm on. Like, am I on yet? Okay. Let me know when it becomes me, because it should do in a sec. Is it me yet? Mum, is it me yet? No, that's not how it works. Yeah, that's not how it works. Okay, all right, ready? Okay. Right, so it is the...
Come on, England! Yeah! Come on, England! Come on, England!
Right, thanks. It is the Bradala Family World Cup draw. So what I've got in this bag is 8 names, and then in this bag are the 24 lowest ranked teams for the World Cup, and then here we've got the 8 highest ranked teams, but they'll come later. So first up, hello? Yeah? Is it working? Okay, perfect. All right, thanks. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, I can't be on the phone while I'm doing this. Dad, I can't be on the phone while I'm doing this. Six, 7. Right, so we'll draw out names first. So first up we have Millie. So Millie's going first. Millie will get the first team. So you've got Millie there. Right, second will be Dad, David. Got David up second, so he'll get the second pick. Next we have in third we'll have Mum, so Amanda. Amanda gets the third pick out the bag. Okay. And comes third. Right, fourth we've got out the bag we have Brad. So Brad's fourth, so he'll get the fourth team out the bag. Fifth we've got Kathleen. So Kathleen's going to be in fifth. She'll be at fifth. In sixth we have Alice. Alice will have the sixth team out the bag. Seventh, between me and Mark and Sarah. Seventh will be Joseph. It'll be me, so I'm seventh. And then in eighth should be Mark and Sarah, but just to be sure, it's Mark and Sarah, so they'll be last to get their 3 teams. So those names now go back into the white bag for later. Find out why later. Exciting stuff. Like to keep the suspense building. Right, so to recap, we've got Millie going first. Then we've got David going second. Amanda goes third. Brad goes fourth. Kathleen fifth. Alice sixth. Me in seventh, and Mark and Sarah last. So it's Millie's team first out of this bag. Some good teams in here. Uruguay are in there. England are in there. Italy are in there. So up first we have, for Millie, we have Ghana. Ghana are the first team out there. So Millie starts off with the African team, Ghana. They've got some good players. Michael Essien's not bad. Asamoah is a good player. They're in a group with Portugal and Germany and the US. So a tough group, but they might make it through. They are not that fancy. They're 300 to 1, but we'll see how they do. David's up next. And Dad has got Croatia. Croatia in a group with Brazil, Mexico, and Cameroon. They are not widely fancied again. They are 200 to 1, but they've got players like Luka Modric, who's been in fantastic form. So Dad's first team is Croatia. Mum up next. We get Ecuador. Ecuador up next for Mum. They quite a good team. Ecuador got one or two good players. They're in a group with Switzerland, France, and Honduras. So should be able to make it out with their South American connection. Up next is Brad. Brad's first team are England. England in a group with Uruguay, with Italy, and with Costa Rica. So good chance of making it out there, where they'll probably play Colombia. So that's Brad's first team, England. 25 to 1 they are. Up next we have the US. So Kathleen's first team of the USA in a group with Portugal, Germany, and Ghana. A tough group, but with Clint Dempsey and Tim Howard in goal, they could do better than expected. They are 300 to 1. So it's fairly unlikely. Right, Anis up next. Anis Morgan's first team. Iran. Iran not widely fancied in a group with Argentina, Bosnia, and Nigeria, Bosnia, and Argentina. So it'll be tough for them. They are the least favourites at 3,500 to 1, but maybe they could spring the shock. So it's me up next, Jason, and I have got Costa Rica. Costa Rica, the joint second bottom favourites. They're, as I said, in the group with Uruguay, England, and Italy. 2,500 to 1. Got Brian Ruiz and Joel Campbell, so maybe a chance, but seems unlikely. Last up, Mark and Sarah. They have got Greece. Slightly defensive team. They won the Euros in 2004, of course, but again, not massively fancied at 300 to 1. They're in a group with Colombia, Ivory Coast, and Japan, so it's not impossible that they might make it out, but unlikely. Right, so background, so we go back to Millie. Uruguay and Italy still in here, of course. The big names. And Millie gets Mexico. Mexico in a group with Croatia, Brazil, and Ivory Coast. Croatia, Brazil, and Cameroon. They usually make it through to the round of 16. They did in the last World Cup, and we're also in Group A, so hopefully they can do the same this time. Dad up next. Dad gets the 300 to 1 shot South Korea in a group with Russia, Algeria, and Belgium. So it's not a too hard group. They might be able to sneak through. They've got a big game against Russia, which is their opening game on the 17th. So that's a good game to watch. So South Korea. All right, who will Mum add to Ecuador? Could it be Uruguay? Could it be Italy? One of the big teams. It is Nigeria. Nigeria keeping up the African contingent. Nigeria, they are the current African champions, not widely fancied at 350 to 1, but they could spring a surprise. They've got Iran, Bosnia, and Argentina in their group. Brad up next. Brad gets Japan in a group with Ivory Coast, Greece, and Colombia, so could possibly get through. They've got Shinji Kagawa, but apart from that, they might struggle. Kathleen now. Her second team's going along with the USA. Australia, the again joint last favourites are Australia. They're in a tough group. They've got the Spain, the Netherlands, and Chile, so a tough group for them, and they had a tough qualification too. Alice up next. Alice in her first ever sweepstake, and her second team are Algeria, they have a Leicester player in Riyad Mahrez. Again, unlikely to make out of their group at 2,000 to 1. They have Russia, Korea, and Belgium, so they might struggle. Me next to go along with Costa Rica. I have Honduras. Not a great start there. Honduras are 2,000 to 1. They're in a group with France, Bosnia, France, Ecuador, and Switzerland. So could spring surprise, but seems unlikely. And last up, Mark and Sarah for this round. They have got, remember, Italy and Uruguay remaining. They have got Chile. Chile are a good team. They may well make out their group. They've got Holland to contend with. That's likely to be a big game on the 23rd. They've also got Australia and Spain. They beat England, of course, at Wembley. So back to Millie. Millie's last team of her first three. And she has got Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast are a very, very good team. They've got Drogba, they've got Yaya Toure, so they should be doing well there. They are 150 to 1, but they do have some players who could help them through a group with Colombia, Greece, and Japan. Down up next, still Uruguay and Italy to come, of course. And he's got Italy. Italy in a group with England and Uruguay and Costa Rica. A good team. They were finalists at Euro 2012, and of course champions of the world in 2006. Mum up next. Still Uruguay to come. Probably the best team in this round. And Mum has got Bosnia and Herzegovina. They have a good team. They've got Edin Dzeko. They've got a group that they should be able to make it through with Argentina, Iran, and Nigeria. Likely that their game on the 25th of June will decide who comes second to Argentina in that group. But with players like Edin Dzeko, they are a good side. Right, Brad up next to add to England and Japan. He's got Uruguay, the big draw of this round. They are 28 to 1. They've got a good team with Luis Suarez and Cavani in the group with England as well. Kathleen up next. Not a great start for her. She has got Switzerland. Switzerland, one of the more boring teams of the World Cup. In the last one, they scored one, conceded one, and they scored one, conceded one, lost one, drew one, and won one. So not exactly the most exciting team. Alice to add to Iran and Algeria. She has got Cameroon. She's got a good side. So left is two teams. So first it's me. And I have got Russia. So that leaves for Mark and Sarah. That leaves one left for Mark and Sarah. So let's see who's left. And it is Portugal. Portugal, the last team. They are in a tough group with Germany and Ghana in the US. Their game against Ghana on the 26th should hopefully be a big one in deciding who makes it out of that group. So that is the first round draw. So Millie got Ghana, Mexico and the Ivory Coast. Dad got Croatia, South Korea and Italy. Mum got Ecuador, Nigeria and Bosnia. Brad got England, Japan and Uruguay. Kathleen got USA, Australia and Switzerland. Alice got Iran, Algeria and Cameroon. I got Costa Rica, Honduras and Russia. And Mark and Sarah got Greece, Chile and Portugal. So for the last round, we are going to redraw all the names to redo the order because it's a new exciting last round. So up first this time will be Dad. So Dad's going first this time. Next up we have Brad. So Brad will go second this time. Up next we have Millie. So Millie's third this time round. First last time, of course. Fourth up will be me. I'm in fourth this time, so right slap bang in the middle. Fifth, we have Mark and Sarah. Mark and Sarah fifth this time round. Sixth, we will have Kathleen. Kathleen comes in sixth. Seventh is Mum, Amanda. They go in seventh. And last, but certainly not least, we have Alice. Alice in last, which doesn't necessarily mean she's going to get the worst team. We've seen in some previous sweepstakes I've done, the last person's got Brazil, who are of course the favourites. So what's going to happen now is we draw out of these 8 teams. So first of all, we have Brazil. Brazil, the favourites for the World Cup. They are a 3-1 shot. So we have Brazil in the bag. Next we have Argentina, 9-2, second favourites. Then Spain, that's our third team. Spain are our third team to go in, and they are 11-2. Germany 4th, Colombia 5th, Belgium 6th, France 7th. Oh dear, we're missing one.